Hey, welcome. It's Terry from livewithterry.com, episode number 4 today. Pretty bold statement in my description above where I mention probably the most uncomfortable thing that a lot of marketers are hearing these days is that email is dying. Now, what's interesting is you're going to get a lot of pushback on this concept, probably for a few more years at least, because many people have built their business on the foundation of building an email list and marketing to that list. When you get a prospect, you want to sell them something, you're driving them towards it over and over and over again. Email marketing has been a great way to do that. Now, you're going to see that I have a ton of experience with the power of one other medium competing with and literally crushing email marketing, which is Facebook Messenger bot. It's hard for most people to come on over to this concept and learn about it. It's hard for them because they're constantly, it's like, what's working the best in the market? What's working the best is what's the loudest. Not necessarily the most effective. Now, let me give you an example. You can see the web address on screen, livewithterry.com/bot. What I am doing today is driving you towards an educational opportunity for you to finally get a grasp and handle on what is next. Now, there are other things that are also better than email marketing, in my opinion, but I've been doing this 24 years. I'm not new to this online marketing space. However, there are other things. We'll talk about those in other episodes. What I am guiding you towards, again, the link on the screen, livewithterry.com/bot. I am guiding you towards what I believe is the de facto online training course that will finally bring you up to speed. I said in the description, like, what are you gonna do? If everyone in the marketplace is telling you to do email marketing and you're buying it, you're believing it, you'll also find that if they're so adamant about email marketing, that I will bet you if you go look at their marketing is quite connected to that. The teaching, the things that they may be teaching you is quite connected to email. At some point, as they lower the casket of email marketing into the ground, I don't want you to, at that point, be saying, well, I guess I'll go learn this now. Because there's a little bit of a learning curve, like there is with everything. If you're someone that doesn't even do email marketing, and you've heard all of the concepts they talk about having a capture page and putting an opt-in form where someone can give you their name and or email address or other data, put it on a list and you can now broadcast to them. I mean, that's marketing 101. However, Facebook Messenger bot, I will guarantee you, is replacing email marketing. It just is. And the people that will fight me on this, they have a vested interest in keeping you maybe blind to the concept. I'm just making you aware of that. Now, let me ask you a question that I need some engagement on. First off, you're watching this video. Let me know in the comments section if you are currently heavily invested and deeply in the concept of doing email marketing. And do you agree with a sentiment that I'm going to give you? Out of every 100 emails you send, about 5, maybe if you're lucky, 10 people will open that. You're leaving 90 people on the table. I personally have been in the industry for 24 years doing email marketing. I've done really well with it. However, over the years, it started to get less and less and less. And now it frankly is on life support, certainly in my business. And I have email lists of tens of thousands of people, 50,000 plus people on email lists. And 2, 3, 4, 5% of the people, 2, 3, 4, 5 people out of 100 are opening those emails. It's just the dynamics of it. it's going to be hard to generate a massive income sending a message to 100 people and 5 are getting it. 5 are opening. Less than what's opening are actually clicking. So if you get a 10% open rate, you're getting a 1%, 2% click rate. Listen, they're holding on to this. There is better technology. In between the kind of like evolution of email and Facebook Messenger bot is text message marketing. I'm a big advocate of that. I use it. There is an old way of doing it and a new way of doing it. I'll talk about that in some upcoming videos. However, I'm compelling you to follow the link on the screen, livewithterry.com/bot, and get access to the leading #1 course that I would recommend, or really anyone would recommend, unless they have a vested interest in guiding you in some other busy, broke, blind direction, which they'll do because it suits them. What suits me is keeping you in the loop, and I'm kind of known as the guy on the internet that's maybe a little bit of the no bullshit kind of guy. I never put myself out there that way, but that's certainly the way that my unique and individual personality comes off to people. I'm really adamant about you learning this. Don't wait, like I said, until they lower the casket of email into the ground and bury it for good. Learn this concept. Now, let's make an analogy. If I were to tell you that I have a guaranteed investment, that if you invest in it, I'll give you a 5% return. How many people would take that? I'll give you a guaranteed 5% return on your investment. How many people would take that? On the other side, if I tell you I'm going to give you another investment recommendation where you're going to make 80, 90, 95% return, which one do you want? Which one are you going to educate yourself on? They both have their own individual learning curves. None of them takes more than a few days to figure out. However, I'll bet you'd be pressed right now to go out on the internet and find an effective, quality training course that teaches the old school concept that's dying of email marketing. However, let's go back to the analogy. Do you want the 5% return on your investment, or do you want the 80, 90, 95% return on your investment? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Here's my point. When you send 100 emails, 5 of them, on average, get opened. Less than those 5 get clicked on. If I send the same message out to a Facebook Messenger bot list, which is what we're talking about today, getting you educated on that. If I send the same 100 out to a Facebook Messenger list, 90 plus open it, and 60 to 80% in my experience, right off the top, actually click and interact with it. So do you see, like, which one do you want? Do you want the 5% investment or the 80, 90% investment? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? This isn't going away anytime soon. And if it does, you can go back to your crappy returns of 5% on email marketing. But I'm telling you right now, you can do all of the same conceptual things with Facebook Messenger bot that you could do with the traditional old school, what they call capture page, where you take an email autoresponder, you put some code on a page, you capture people's data, and you market to them. It's the same concept. They offer the same types of things. However, I will tell you this, that when I first got into Facebook Messenger marketing, setting up my Messenger bot in all of the things it can do, like, I'm not even going to cover that today. I'm just selling you on the one concept that it's a 5% return on investment or a 80, 90% return on investment. The numbers are there. You'll see them for yourself. This isn't some sort of pitch. This is the facts. So you'll either be able to turn off the noise of the industry telling you, people like Terry are crazy. Email still works. Yeah, it works. If that's the only word they can use, you're in trouble. It works 5% of the time. Facebook Messenger bot working 60, 80, 90, of the time. I'll take that all day long. Worse, I'll take 50%. None of my numbers from Facebook Messenger bot marketing and using broadcasting to people, communicating with people are anywhere near as low as 50%. It's more like 60, 70, 80, 90 plus percent. Those are the numbers. You'll see them yourself. They show you right inside the account when you're doing Facebook Messenger type messages out to people, mass messages, mass marketing. That's what it is, right? It's mass marketing. It's getting someone on a list, following up with them over and over and over again. What do they say in the email marketing world? The fortune is in the follow-up. The money's in the list, the fortune's in the follow-up. Well, if only 5 people out of 100 in email marketing are opening your message, how much better are you going to do if 50, 60, 80, 90% are opening your message with Facebook Messenger? Plus, guess what? I don't know if you've seen one of these things. Like, the phone has won. This won. Facebook Messenger is on there. Oh, yeah, you got email and stuff on there. How many emails, thousands and thousands and thousands, have you never even opened? They just keep going by all day long. You're not paying attention to them. You're paying attention to every one of those little red dots you get on Facebook Messenger. You can probably see mine in there somewhere. I'm just driving you towards, I'm opening your mind to get educated. You want to make more money in life? You go get a better education. That is a universal concept. You want to make more money in life? Educate yourself. They talk about Warren Buffett, reading 500, what do you say, 500 books a year or something like that. It's insane. Mark Cuban reads at least, a couple books, like a book a day, a book a week, something. They're constantly educating themselves. These top, most wealthiest people in the world are educating themselves. Do me a favor, follow along with them. Come along, get yourself educated, and get on board with me in the concept of using Facebook Messenger for building a business, building a list online. And I know all of the concept of building a business is a whole other live session that I'm going to do. So come on over to livewithterry.com/bot. You'll see a page there that will link you off to what I believe is the absolute #1 top level course that you can learn this before it's all over with email, especially if you're in the industry and doing email marketing and struggling. Why struggle? Why struggle? I'll give you one little interesting thing, one teeny tiny little speck of concept you can do with Facebook Messenger bot, messaging people from a business standpoint, mass messaging them. They opted in, right? So I'm not talking about spamming people. They opted in. They will interact with your bot. They'll be on your list. You can message them. One thing you can't do with email is make a little video and put it inside your email and have someone open the email and watch the video inside your email. Email doesn't work that way. It doesn't host videos inside the email. You actually have to click it and it will take you somewhere else. So you're creating resistance. Whereas with Messenger bot, I can record a video. I can take this video and I could put it inside of a Messenger bot message and send it out to my entire list. And when they open it up and click it, it plays right there inside the message. That's just one of hundreds of different valuable techniques. I'd call it zero resistance marketing. Like, there's not much resistance in that. Ding, click, I'm watching the video that someone sent me, as opposed to email. No one's reading it anyway. Open it up, have to click, have to go somewhere else, have to have the ability. Some people don't even understand that you have to have something like Adobe Flash Player, HTML5 to be able to play videos on your computer and sound and everything else. It's automatically optimized, the messages, for mobile. And that's where 80+% of the people that you're going to communicate with are. So come on over to livewithterry.com without the /bot if you want to contact me, if you want to talk to me, if you want to send me a text message. But also go over to livewithterry.com /bot. There's a page there. You'll see a phone number. You can call, leave a voicemail. I'll get back with you if you're not a whack job. You can text me. We can text back and forth. It's two-way text. Go on over to that page. There's a button there, and it'll take you right on over to my top #1 recommended how to learn Facebook Messenger bot training course. So that's it for today's livewithterry.com episode 4. Interact with me in the comments. This is about getting you educated and then education leads to potentially, certainly in my life, but in a lot of people, potentially more income. So that's it. I'll finish it there. I appreciate you watching me today, and I will see you in the next episode.